What up YouTube? This is your girl Yelvas. I am a Spanish teacher here in Las Vegas. I make videos on education, University of the People, my experience. I am a TFA alum. I did my TFA experience in Los Angeles. So if any of those things interest you, go ahead and click subscribe. I will appreciate it. But if you are a student at the University of the People, you're new to it, and you're doing your Master's of Education, you will most likely use AP format for your assignments. This is a tricky process because some of us, especially if you're an international student, you might not have this experience. So if that is you, I hope this video helps. And if it does, give it a thumbs up. All the information that I'm going to go over is from the Purdue online writing lab. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that link in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started with the cover page. So part of the program of the Masters of Education, you have to grade papers of your other peers. So more than often, I get papers that I have to grade where the cover page is not in the proper format, and it's like a really bad impression. So if you have the cover page well done, it might give you a better edge with your grade because it's the first thing that your other peers will see. So highly important. So the first thing that you want to do is bold your title, and you need to have a title. Just be creative with it. It's not super complicated. You're gonna put, instead of your first and last name, you'll put name censored or anonymous. Then you'll put, here you would just say Masters of Education, University of the People. You'll put the code name here, the name of the course, the name of the professor, then the date. And make sure you put the date that it is due. So not the date that you necessarily wrote it, but on the date that it's due. And usually it's due on Wednesday, so just look at, okay, the date of Wednesday is so and so. I would not look into professional paper, just take a look at the student APA title page. And as you can see here, there is no header at the top besides the numbering, the page number. So you don't need, because this is APA 7, you don't need the header up on the left side. So that is pretty much it for cover page. Let's go ahead and look at abstract or the introduction paragraph. So you have the option, and if there is a discrepancy with this information, please let me know. I am human and I am also learning as I go, so I'm not a complete expert. I am just basing it off on what I know. But I typically don't write an abstract. I just put an introduction paragraph. So if that is you, you can go ahead and look at that. You can write an abstract, you just put the title on the top. If you're just writing an introduction paragraph, you can just put introduction. Again, I'm not sure why the website gives you the header when you don't really need it. I guess this is for the professional paper, but you really don't need the thing at the top at the left side. So that is pretty much it. I just write an introduction paragraph, and it's really not a big deal. The third is how to do the in-text citation for direct quotes. So as you can see in this example, so you want to introduce your quote, right? You don't want to have a hanging quote. So in this example, according to Jones is the last name of the author. Then you want to write down in parentheses the date that it was published. Then at the end, you'll put the name, the page number or the paragraph number. And in the second example, same thing. If you want to put the author's name, then you put the date of publication, then you'll put the quote, but make sure you put like a verb there. You don't have to use found, you can use illustrates, emphasizes, etc. And then the page number or the paragraph number. Now let's talk about in text for when you paraphrase. So here are two examples. So according to Jones, you put the author's name, the date of publication, and then whatever you want to paraphrase. Then the second example I have here is you paraphrase first, and then you put the author's name, the date of publication, then the page number. This is what I typically use because I feel like when I'm writing, I want to have the focus in the analysis of what I'm writing rather than having a long quote. There are in-text citation information on how to do that for long quotations. I'm not going to go over that because I don't use it, so I'm not going to go over it. The next thing is headings. I typically don't use headings. I need to do that though because a lot of professors say that it's more easier to read and all these other things. So if you want to go ahead and start doing that, I probably am going to start doing that as well. You have here the title, the header, and then you can indent. You can also do it on the left side and then you indent. You can italicize it. So you have different ways of doing it. I think I used to do headings a while ago, but I stopped because I wasn't sure if you could use it. But I guess you can here based on the website. So you'll do, so the one that I would typically do is the one where number 2. So you have the title and then you indent. Make sure you indent. So indent just means like, just click the tab button and it just gives you like this 1 inch of space, if I'm not mistaken, to start a new paragraph. That's also something that I've seen in some of my peers' papers. So there's that. And then the last thing is references. So let's go ahead and look at that. References, I'm talking about that very last page that you need to have. I'm giving you an example. So you put the author's name, or if there's no author, you would write down the name of the website. The date, if there is no date, then you just put n.d. Title of resource in italicized writing, Purdue Online Writing Lab, the name of the website again, and then the web address. So just be careful because sometimes professors will give you all these sources with their proper format with the references. A lot of them are still using APA 6. So on the last part, there will be retrieved from and then the name of the website or the web address. Just make sure you remove retrieved from because that's APA 6. Don't ask me why they expect you to do APA 7 when their actual references of the readings and everything is still in APA 6. I don't know. So just be mindful of that because I know it's just easy to copy and paste the references from the reading section. Just make sure you just take away retrieved from. So that is pretty much it. There is a long list of information and sources on the website. I know it can be overwhelming. This is why I consolidated the most important in-text citation, APA format information. Obviously, if you need more information, you can take a look at the website, but don't make your life complicated. I try to condense it as much. So like I mentioned earlier, I typically just use the paraphrase in-text citation. And so the more I do, it's just easier for me to, okay, I don't even have to look at the website to see if I'm doing it right. I already know that I'm doing it right. And so I just save more time doing that instead of trying to vary the different sources that I use and just make your life easier, come up with a system, and you should be good to go. So hopefully this video helped. I know I'm reaching almost to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to help me out, go ahead and subscribe for more information on University of the People, or if you're interested in education, or maybe you're already in education and want more information, go ahead and click subscribe, like this, send me a comment telling you that this was helpful, or if you want to see something else. I definitely read all the messages. I also reply back. I'm pretty flexible, available, as you could say. And that is it. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. See you later. Bye.